travel.
They're going to call it travel.
And Turner, HSE coming in at 16-5, Lawrence North 22-1. So pretty good matchup, top 10 matchup as well in the state.
Yeah, two very hot teams. HSE on a 12-game winning streak, and obviously LN number 2 in the state, so it's going to be a very great matchup tonight.
And themselves on an 8-game win streak as DJ Hughes slams it home. And Wildcats are on the board first. HSE trying to take some momentum into sectionals next week where they'll face Carmel as the draw just came out on Sunday. As inside to Rhodes, and he is rejected. Majak with the rebound, and he misses the layup, and a foul against Mabor. Something to watch. We saw a couple weeks ago against Carmel, he got in early foul trouble, and it affected the rest of the game. There's an early foul against Majak.
Yeah, in a game like this, against a great opponent like Lawrence North, we can't afford Mabor to get in foul trouble. We need him, our best players on the floor for the most minutes as possible here.
If I didn't mention before, Tyler Groves and Turner Graves on the call here at Jack Kiefer Gymnasium at Lawrence North High School. As Hughes inside passes it, and no good. And it looks like it went off of HSC. Tony Perkins on the missed shot, the Iowa commit.
To pleasure of our producer Nathan Gergen, big Iowa fan.
As it is also senior night here for Lawrence North. Season finale for both teams. As Lawrence North drew Lawrence Central as a top 3 in the state matchup next week in sectional play. As Rhodes gets a rejection and also gets the rebound. And now Bucilla has it coming back for the Royals. And Hornbuckle is fouled. Looks like it will go against Tony Perkins. And it does.
Yeah, as you mentioned, both teams here looking forward have a very tough first-round sectional matchup with LN facing LC, and then HSE, of course, playing Carmel. So obviously a big game tonight, but both teams have their eyes on something bigger.
And Bucilla is good for 3 from the corner. And as you were saying, Turner, HSE all-time against Carmel, 3-20 in the postseason. So, and a foul and one on a three-pointer. Tony Perkins. And he'll go to the line to shoot one more, trying to make it a 4-point play. Hornbuckle with the foul. At the line shooting one is number 12, Perkins. And missed free throw, a fight for the rebound. Rhodes is able to handle it for the Royals. Important for HSE to get off to a good start as a foul on Omar Cooper. Foul on number 24, Omar Cooper. That's his first.
It looks like LN's going to be very tight on the on-ball coverage tonight. So they're picking up the HSE players as they cross half court.
Trying to force the Royals into some turnovers, which the Royals have been a little bit turnover happy recently as a steal and a rejection by the rim. Shamara Vance on the missed dunk as Jacobs back the other way, missed it, and now back the other way for the Wildcats. And a blocking foul as Perkins looked to drive in. And it goes against Bucilla. And it is on the ground, so the Wildcats will take it underneath the basket. Pass inside, and a jump shot is short from Hughes. Jacobs with the ball, now to Bucilla. Royals down 5-3 early. As Hornbuckle looks to slow it down and get the Royal offense going. As Rhodes looks like a rejection from Hughes. And now a steal. Rhodes picks it up, and he has Majak. If he wants some, Majak will slam it in.
Great effort play by DeAndre, able to get the ball back and dish it off to Mabor for a dunk to tie this game up here at 5.
As Perkins with it. Important for the Royals to hold Lawrence North to one shot. It looks like a second foul goes against, well, they're going to call it on Sam Jacobs, not against Mabor. So that's good for the Royals.
It is. As I mentioned before, can't afford Mabor to sit on the bench in this early, halfway through the first quarter.
Advance at the line, able to knock the first one in. As John McCall will check in for the Royals, replacing Sam Jacobs.
32, John McCall.
Advance's second free throw is no good, rebounded by Rhodes.
And looks like LN's coming with a full court press.
And almost a turnover, and looks like we have a turnover, and out of bounds, and it'll go back over to the Royals. HSE is going to have to be careful with the ball in the backcourt.
Yeah, as you mentioned, had some struggles against Carmel and Brownsburg with the turnovers. So LN must know that. So obviously the full court press here. Hopefully HSE can take better care of the ball this time, or else it might be a long night.
It looks like we have a stoppage at the scores table. Not sure what the stoppage is for. And it looks like the officials will conference.
There's an administrative technical against Lawrence North.
An administrative technical against Lawrence North.
Not sure if I've ever seen that one.
And they get the ball at half court as well. Not sure what they did, but nonetheless, Vinny Busilla goes to the line to shoot two, and then the Royals will get the ball at half court. And he misses the first free throw. Lawrence North student section chanting Vinny's name. And Donovan McCauley checks in for the Wildcats. Maybe he was a part of the administrative technical as he tried to check in a couple of times. And Busilla misses both free throws, both just a little bit too long. Uncommon from Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny struggled a little bit last week against Brownsburg. It was uncharacteristic of him, and maybe a little bit of a slow start here. Hopefully he can get it back to a normal standard.
6-5 lead for the Wildcats. As Busilla will now shoot a three, and he airballs it. Rhodes able to get the rebound and turns it over and tries to get it back. But Hughes able to get it for the Wildcats. And we have a foul against Busilla.
Everything going against Busilla here in that little sequence, but.
And it looks like Elliot Robinson's going to check in for Busilla, because that's his second foul. Inside, Perkins with it. And he passes it back out. Lawrence seems to be taking a little bit more time on this possession.
They're trying to slow it down, maybe get the right shot here. As you mentioned, a 1-point lead.
Advance, passes it back out, a drive inside. You're going to call an offensive foul against Omar Cooper. Good defense there for the Royals.
Yeah, forced LN to spend a lot of time on the offensive side, but not able to get a bucket, so HSE now looking to take the lead.
We're under 3 to go here in the first quarter. And inside to Majak. Tough catch, he's able to get it. Gets fouled, and the basket. And the Royals have the lead. And Majak will go to the line to shoot one more.
Good physical play inside by Mabor. He's going to have a big night here if the Royals want to win this game.
Majak averaging just around 12 points a game, and he is able to knock in the free throw. Now Royals are up 2, and now they extend the defensive pressure. And an open three-pointer in the corner is short. by Cooper. Hornbuckle back the other way. Drives it in, up in, no good. Swatted away from Cooper. And the Royals will take it underneath the basket.
Yeah, a couple of emphatic blocks that have ignited the LN student section.
Usually the Royals are on the good side of that, of blocks.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks, DeAndre Rhodes.
Not so far tonight. As we're approaching 2 to go now.
And it looks like they're trying to get it inside to Mabor.
And now to McCall, give and go, no good on the layup. And now a turnover by Hornbuckle, good read. Now to McCall, again for a layup. He gets fouled and gets the basket. Huge sequence there for the Royals.
Yeah, there's a couple times now that a Royal steal has turned into some easy points, and now this time a potential and one. You could extend this lead to 5 points.
Royals have started this game off well, and McCall's free throw is good. Always important on an opposing team's senior night to start off well and don't dig yourself a huge hole that you got to come out of.
Yeah, a little bit of a mini run here. HSE on a 6-0 run as the first quarter with about 2 minutes and change to go.
Vance trying to set up offense for LN as the Royals have entered a 2-3 zone on defense. LN just kind of passing around the perimeter. Now inside and a foul. See who it is on. They'll go on 14. And against Retzner.
Good physical play by DJ Hughes. Using that 6'7" body to get inside and draw the foul.
Hughes averages 12 points a game. He's able to knock in the first free throw to cut the lead to 4. And the second free throw is up and in. And someone's got to come back other than Hornbuckle to get the ball, as McCall is able to do so, and a quick timeout beforehand by Coach Satterfield. And with that, we'll take a break. With them, Royals up 3. 30-second timeout. We'll be back in a moment. Quick 30-second timeout by Coach Satterfield. Now 3 people back to get the ball for the Royals. As McCall looks to inbound, and he gets it into Hornbuckle. And he has Robinson. What a great pass. Robinson traveled with it. And a turnover. Great pass, though, from Hornbuckle. LN brings it back up. Down 3, almost a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. And a turnover by Cooper. Now to McCall, has it to Hornbuckle, and he'll shoot a jumper, and he misses it. As Rhodes goes up, no good. Now Retzner with it. HSE tips it in, Hornbuckle. A lot of offensive rebounds for the Royals.
Yeah, great effort there by the whole HSE team. Wasn't going to let that possession end with no points.
Lawrenceville's not doing a very good job on the defensive glass. HB's been able to get a few second chance points. And now Perkins with the mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded Hornbuckle. Runner a minute to go in the first quarter. Royals up 5. Royals trying to win their 13th straight game. The longest streak in the state.
It looks like they might hold for the last shot, and as I say that, LN brings pressure.
Yeah, Vance now pressuring Robinson. As looks like Elliott is content to hold it. No shot clock in high school basketball. And McCall picks up his dribble, but able to get it to Robinson, and now they're trapping. And now Rhodes with 15 seconds left in the quarter. Rhodes got to stop picking up the dribble. Now inside to Retzner, puts a shoulder in, but gets the layup, no call. Good physical play from Retzner.
Yeah.
1 second left inside, no good, and the Royals will take a 7-point lead into the second quarter. Huge start for the Royals.
Yeah, that game seemed a lot more back and forth as the 15-8 score shows, but HSE was able to go on a little bit of a run to end the first quarter, and as we mentioned, build up a 7-point lead. And of course, as we mentioned, a great talent in Lawrence North. In a game like this, it's going to be crucial to keep a lead as long as we can.
And we want to remind you that Southeastern Sports Network is made possible by Sky Zone and Fishers this year. Come and fly with them this winter. Sky Zone and Fishers off 121st Street, reminding you to have fun and fly safe. A big shout out to Sky Zone, who's sponsoring every broadcast for all 3 sports seasons this year for SSN. And SSN's winter sport coverage is brought to you by Jimmy John's on Oleo Road. Jimmy John's provides freaky fast service in-store or for delivery. A big thank you to Jimmy John's for the support of Southeastern Sports Network. And Turner, we're at Jack Kiefer Gymnasium, and obviously one of the most historic basketball coaches in the history of Indiana basketball. Coach Kiefer, obviously the head coach for Lawrence North in his 43rd year, I should say, as head coach. He started in 1976. Been here for a long time. He's the only varsity coach, basketball coach in school history. So unbelievable from him. Won 4 state championships, 1 national championship in that 2006 year when they went 29-0. And just an unbelievable career for Coach Kiefer.
Great story there. And no matter when he does decide to call it quits, obviously.
And a turnover for the Royals. Try to get an alley-oop to Majak, but it goes off of Lawrence North, and it'll stay with the Royals.
Yeah, I was just saying, is Coach Kiefer, no matter when he does decide to call it quits, he's going to have a great career.
He's trying to make it 5 state championships. A tough pass into Hornbuckle, and a jump ball, and it will stay, I believe, with, no, it's going to go over to Lawrence North.
HSE having a little bit of trouble on that possession, just getting anything set up, but hopefully can get adjusted. Obviously, a lot of time left in the second quarter just started.
A couple of tough passes that just weren't probably going to work out very well, but as a three-pointer is taken and is good from Avance, or Avance, I should say, and Lawrence North's cut it to 4, 15-11 in favor of the Royals. As it looks like they're trying, as a good steal as Cooper the other way for Lawrence North, up, and we have a foul before the putback. Goes on Elliott Robinson. And Omar Cooper will shoot 2. Lawrence North is just trapping everything on the defensive end against the Royals, and doesn't look like the Royals are prepared for that.
Yeah, as long as LN brings this pressure as well as they are now, HSE is going to have some major changes in order to get some offense going.
Just need to control the ball just a little bit better. As Jason Stutz checks into the game, as Elliott Robinson and Cole Hornbuckle check out. Jason Stutz, the junior. Haven't seen a ton of varsity minutes, but he has played a few times and has played great minutes when he has gotten in, and we'll see if he can do that tonight. As Perkins, a much bigger guard against Stutz, is bodying him up, but good job by Stutz to get it away as Rhodes inside misses it. Majak with the rebound, gets blocked from Hughes, as Perkins now the other way to Avance.
Looked like Avance wanted to shoot, and there he does.
And a mid-range long 2 is no good. Lawrence North coming out with a little bit more energy in the second quarter than they did in the first quarter. And so far, HC hasn't scored, but a good pass into Rhodes, blocked by Hughes. As Perkins inside with a layup. Lawrence North athleticism is showing right now, Turner.
Yeah, a very athletic team, a very talented team, as the LN student section is chanting air ball.
And now Rhodes inside with a nice layup. Quiets the crowd briefly for a moment as Perkins back the other way into Hughes against Majak, and he traveled with it. no doubt about it, and a turnover back over to the Royals.
Yeah, this last couple of minutes, we've seen a great LN defense, not allowing any passes to go through, doubling on contact. It's just crazy defense, and if they can keep this up, might be a long night as Jason Stutz brings up the ball up the court.
But the one thing we have seen Royals exploit a little bit with their passing is sure looked like Perkins was on the in line, but Stutz is able to swat it away.
Back in for the Wildcats, number 2, Dorian Hatton. And for the Royals, number 3,
But as I was mentioning, Turner, they've been able, as the double teams come, someone is always open for the Royals, and they've been able to have a couple nice passes inside for layups. If they can do that and not turn the ball over, they'll be all right. It's just the turnovers and bad passes that will cost them. As a crazy, lengthy, and athletic team in Lawrence North, have to be sure with your passes. As a nice steal from Hornbuckle, and he holds up and is able to make the layup.
Basket by number 3, Cole Hornbuckle.
He sensed the defensive pressure there and had a double clutch reverse, and it was great conversion there.
Yeah, if he didn't do that, Avance is going to block it. But nice job from Hornbuckle. Royals also forcing some turnovers, which has helped them get this 5-point lead. Both teams, like I said earlier, season finale, senior night here for Lawrence North. As sectionals play starts next Tuesday. Both drew tough matchups. As inside layup no good from Hatton. And Royals with Busilla back with the ball. I don't know if Busilla will ever stop hearing the air ball as an inside pass to Hornbuckle. And back to Busilla for another open three, and he's short. The call almost got the rebound, and Avance for the open layup. And a timeout by Coach Satterfield. As a second timeout taken by the Royals tonight. And really quickly, I want to remind you that Southeastern Sports Network is made possible by Sky Zone Fishers this year. Come and fly with them this winter. Sky Zone Fishers off 121st Street, reminding you to have fun and fly safe. A big shout out to Sky Zone, who is sponsoring every broadcast for all 3 sports seasons this year for SSN. And Jimmy John's and Fishers on Ole Road is supporting Southeastern Sports Network winter sports coverage this year. We want to thank and give a shout out to Jimmy John's for their sponsorship, which brings you SSN's live sports coverage. Turner, we also want to mention that we are looking for a spring sports sponsor for SSN and for our broadcasts. If your company or business wants to have their company on our broadcast and join a sponsorship with us, contact the athletic department or with us through social media. We'd love to partner with you. As the Royals with a 3-point lead with 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in the second quarter. Perkins with tight pressure against Busilla, and he turns it over to Avance. And Avance back the other way. Hornbuckle tries to take a charge, and they're going to give it to him. Great defense from Hornbuckle.
Way to stand in there and take the contact. Take one for the team.
Coach Kiefer not too happy with the offensive foul call. Doesn't believe he was set, which I think you could have made an argument, but Cole Hornbuckle nonetheless, great defensive play. Halfway through the second quarter now, Royals up 3. Jacobs trying to look into Majak, but does get it to Rhodes. And now Royals passing around the perimeter, trying to get something going.
Yeah, with as much passing that HSE is doing, you'd expect them to find an open shot eventually, but LN is doing a great job of swarming to the ball.
As Majak short, but Rhodes with the tip-in.
Basket by number 1, DeAndre Rhodes.
HSE, a lot of their points coming on the offensive glass, and that's been the story so far. Royals still in the 2-3 zone on defense. And good defense from Majak, almost a steal. Now inside to Avance, in for the layup, no good. Rebounded, up and in, and a foul is going to go against Majak. Donovan McCauley will go to the line for the Wildcats.
Fouls on number 1, DeAndre
called on Rhodes.
At the line, shooting 2 is number 14, Donovan.
Maybe a little bit of a break for the Royals. As McCauley's first free throw is no good.
Back in for the Royals, number 32,
John McCall checks in for Rhodes. Luckily, HSE is pretty deep at that power forward position. John McCall, Dalton Retzner, both big bodies that you can replace Rhodes with. As McCauley's second free throw is good, Royals now lead by 4.
Now LN double teaming behind the half court.
Good job from Hornbuckle to get it to McCall. Now he shoots a mid-range jumper, and it's good.
By number 3, Cole Hornbuckle.
Nice shot from Hornbuckle. As Perkins will shoot a deep 3, and it is short, rebounded by McCall, and in over to Jacobs, and up in the layup is good.
Basket by number 24, Sam Jacobs.
Nice pass from Busilla.
Yeah. So far this game, HSE has a lot of success in transition in the fast break. So forcing those steals is going to be ever more important if we can be successful on the fast break.
And a three-pointer in and out as Hornbuckle is able to get the rebound. Fast break and offensive rebounds have been the offense for the Royals. As Jacobs will shoot the 3, and it's good. Sam Jacobs gives the Royals an 11-point lead. And Coach Jack Kiefer will take a full timeout as Royals are on a run.
Full timeout, Lawrence North.
HSE on a 7-0 run. Push their lead to 11 with about 2 minutes to go in this first half.
If the Royals can take this momentum into halftime, it will be huge coming out of the second half. And Turner, something we didn't get to mention in our break because we didn't have one tonight because of our technical difficulties, was that HSC last week won a share, I should say, of the Hoosier Crossroad Conference, 37-35, and a win against Brownsburg. And just a huge win for the Royals, great accomplishment as they look to sectional play starting next week. And as you can see now as well as our graphic on screen, Royals now with 9 conference championships, 6 of those outright, and 3 coming with a share. Pretty big accomplishment for the Royals.
Yeah, great accomplishment. And as to a very long list of Coach Satterfield's accolades here, as coach of HSE, had a lot of great teams, and hopefully we can carry on this success to sectionals and so forth. Hopefully all the way to state, knock on wood, but
Yeah.
a long way until
Don't jinx
then.
us. But yeah, HSC Drew Carmel next week, next Tuesday. We will be there as long as we are approved by the IHSAA for broadcasting rights to the sectional first round. That game will be at 7:45 next Tuesday night. And it looks like we have some more errant substitutions by Lawrence North. This time it's not a technical, though. As Avance with it for the Wildcats. We're under 2 to go. Royals with an 11-point lead. A little bit of a surprise. Is now an open three-pointer in the corner. Is no good.
Oh,
but it is tipped
awful
up
luck.
and in. How did that thing go in?
I'm not sure. Do that 100 more times, and I'm not sure if that would go in.
Dorian Hatton now missed a couple three-pointers for the Wildcats, but Wildcats still able to get points. There's a nice pass into McCall, and a nice pump fake, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
A great cut by John McCall, and Cole was able to find him.
Dwayne Montgomery looking to check in for the Wildcats. We'll have to see who he comes in for as McCall at the line. And his first free throw is no good.
Checking in for the first time for the Wildcats, number 30.
McCall averages right around 5 points a game, but gives great minutes to the Royals, not only in rebounding, defense, and he can also score as well.
Yeah, effort plays all around from John McCall.
Possibly looking at the starting quarterback as well for your Royals football team next year, as he misses both, and now Perkins the other way.
A little bit of a uncharacteristic struggle from the free throw line for HSE.
And now Perkins will shoot it, gets a foul call, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That was on number 24,
and goes against Sam Jacobs, his second foul.
Shooting twos, number 12, Tony Perkins.
Tony Perkins averages 19.5 points a game, the Iowa commit, and he misses the first free throw. One of the best players in the state, and hasn't had a huge impact on this game yet tonight, but would be surprised if he doesn't in the second half, as his second free throw is good. Cuts the Royal lead to 8 with just over a minute to go at 1:17 left in the first half.
Yeah, that free throw puts his total up to 6 points here in the first half. And as you mentioned, the average is right around 20. So HSE's done a pretty good job of not letting him have a great game.
As McCall would drive in, gets stopped. Crowd wanted to travel, but no call, and now Jacobs with it. And we'll see if they did in the first quarter, hold it for almost a full minute. We'll see if the Royals try to do that now. It looks like Cole's moving a little bit quicker than they did at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah. LN looking like they're not going to allow HSE to have the last shot, bringing a lot of on-ball pressure.
As Jacobs thought about it, but passes it, and now a cross-court pass to Retzner, almost a steal. Now Hornbuckle inside, and it's going to be an offensive foul as he dipped the shoulder.
Foul number 3, Cole Hornbuckle. That's his second.
And his second as well. Several Royals with 2 fouls. As Sam Jacobs has 2, DeAndre Rhodes has 2, and now Hornbuckle with 2. 30 seconds to go. Royals up 28-20. No matter what happens on the possession, it's been a great first half for the Royals. As Avance has it for the Wildcats. Lawrence North trying to win their 9th straight game. Also have a long streak of their own. As Perkins with it. Inside, up and in, no good. Gets his own rebound. No good once again. Just not falling for him. And that will be the end of the first half. Royals 28, Lawrence North Wildcats 20. That's a little bit of a surprising first half. I don't think any of us thought on senior night would the Royals get off to such a great start.
Yeah, HSE once again proving that they're as dangerous as anybody. Coming out with an 8-point lead, as we mentioned at halftime. Coming off of 2 great wins, Brownsburg and Carmel, as we have mentioned. So HSE proving themselves here early. It should be a great second half.
Something to note for Lawrence North, C.J. Gunn, the sophomore shooting guard, is not playing tonight, so that might be a factor in the game. But nonetheless, Royals with a great half of basketball, and we'll see if they can continue it in the second half. We want to remind you that Southeastern Sports Network is made possible by Skies and Fishers this year. Come in and fly with them this winter. Skies and Fishers off 121st Street, reminding you to have fun and fly safe. A big shout out to Sky Zone, who's sponsoring every broadcast for all 3 sports seasons this year for SSN. And SSN's Winter Sports coverage is brought to you by Jimmy John's on Olear Road. Jimmy John's provides freaky fast service, in-store or through delivery. A big thank you to Jimmy John's for the support of Southeastern Sports Network. We apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of our broadcast. We did miss just a little bit of the game, just missed the tip basically. But we've caught everything since then, and we'll be back with a few minutes left of halftime to do some halftime analysis and preview the second half. And we'll be back here in a few minutes. Thank you for watching. Royals up 28-20. Stay with us on Southeastern Sports Network. Royals with the ball down to, or up to, I should say, 34-32. As they got to get it in, Jacobs having a hard time able to get into Rhodes. Now Royals got to break the press as Jacobs almost slipped and fell. Got to get across the timeline. Not a bad pass. Turnover. Lawrence North now with it. McCauley inside gets fouled. And boy, if that would have gone in, it would have brought the house down.
Yes, it would.
Donovan McCauley will go to the line to shoot 2. And now Majak has 3 fouls. Bad sequence there from Jacobs. Turn the ball over. And now McCauley, if he can make both, will tie the game at 34. And his first one is good. And McCall will check in for Jacobs.
And just as we thought LN would come out firing, and they have in the second half. This free throw to tie the game.
Make it a whole new ball game, and it's no good, but a rebound is fought for and won by Busilla. So Royals clinging to a 1-point lead. As LN student section yells out Vinny as he'll try to make the layup, and he does.
A lot of contact, no foul though.
Nice take from Busilla through the contact as Lawrence North back the other way with Avance. And now Hughes back to Avance. See if Tony Perkins tries to put his stamp on the game and take over. Hasn't done it yet. Has been more of a pass-first player tonight than shooting. And we're at 3 to go here in the third quarter. Royals up 3.
Yeah, good defense by the Royals on this possession. Not really allowing LN to get inside or any open looks from 3. They thought about it there and now looking inside.
Good defense from the Royals, and they do get inside McCauley, and he'll miss the layup. Majak able to tip it to Busilla, and just a brawl going out right there from Mabor and Hughes. As now Hornbuckle falls to the ground, and Avance, for some reason, pass it up, but it's still a layup to DJ Hughes.
Looked like they might have been going for the alley-oop there, but
yeah, not on the same page, but not a turnover, so good thing for Lawrence North. They get the 2 points. Lawrence North playing very physical on the defensive end.
Yes, they are.
They have all game.
Oh, good find.
The call for 3 air balls it, and HSE has lost the offensive touch in this third quarter. Up 1, under 2 to go. And now inside to Hughes. And he'll give Lawrence North the lead. Foul and the basket. DJ Hughes, the junior.
Everything going LN's way thus far in the second half. A lot of effort plays going LN's way, and that defensive press, the Royals cannot break it.
They've just been turning the ball over and just haven't had the same rhythm as they did in the first half, which we knew LN was going to come out firing, and they sure have. As Hughes misses the free throw and a foul against Lawrence North, and Royals will get the ball back. Not sure who they called it on, and it'll be against 14. McCauley.
Don McCauley, that's his second.
And Coach Kiefer telling Tony Perkins
calm
to
down.
calm down a little bit, as the ref kind of gave him a look to tell him to calm down as well. As Royals now down for the first time in a long time, and a good pass to Retzner, Busilla, who gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul on number 2, Dorian Hack, that's his first.
Vinny with 5 points so far.
Number 21, Vinny Busilla.
Able to make it 7 points if he knocks down both free throws.
He missed 2 free throws earlier, and wondering if this LN crowd is getting to him a little bit with their Vinny chants. And he misses another free throw. Very uncharacteristic. As Robinson looks like he'll get ready to check in for the shooter. And he misses another one. Royals get nothing on that possession, still down 1, minute and a half left in the third quarter, and an open three-pointer is no good. Rhodes with the rebound.
Yeah, HSE got lucky. He was open in the corner and just wasn't able to hit.
Yeah, Hatton could not have been more wide open. And a nice pass inside to Hornbuckle and saved. Hornbuckle able to get it, and he's able to get the layup to go.
Great play by Dalton Retzner to save that ball.
And it looks like McCauley might be a little bit shaken up.
Back in for the Royals, number 13.
But he's all right. They stopped it briefly for him, but looks like he'll stay in the game. As Busilla checks out for the Royals.
Elliot Robinson.
And Elliot Robinson checks in. And approaching 1 minute to go, Royals have the lead back, 38-37. Another low-scoring game. Not as low-scoring as the Brownsburg game last.
Yeah, that was a defensive battle all the way.
As Perkins had to travel with it, yeah. He wants a foul called, but he definitely traveled with it.
And Coach Kiefer agrees with Tony Perkins. But obviously, the refs are the refs, and they're the ones making the calls out there. As HSE clinging to the 1-point lead.
Hornbuckle with it. 45 seconds to go. We'll see if the Royals do what they did a couple times in the first half and hold for the last shot or close to it. As Hornbuckle will turn the ball over, and now a foul against Retzner going for the ball.
Yeah, the last couple times to end the first half and now to end the third quarter. When HSE tries to hold the ball, LN has gotten a turnover both times. Just suffocating defense from them, not able to give really any space to whoever's carrying the ball for HSE.
As Advance will hold it momentarily at least. Now he'll drive in for the layup, and no good. Rebounded by Rhodes. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. He'll pull it up for a moment, and Royals will now get the last shot and try to extend their lead heading into the fourth quarter. 8 seconds to go, and a turnover for the Royals. Hornbuckle out of bounds. 6 seconds and 7/10 for Lawrence North try to take the lead back.
Yeah, they're going to go quick.
Tony Perkins with it. See if he can get a shot. He'll just take it to the rim, and we have a foul call, and he'll get 2 shots out of it. And against Hornbuckle, and that is his third foul. So big foul at the end of the third quarter. And we'll see if Tony Perkins is able to tie it up and then also give Lawrence North the lead with the second free throw. And the first one is true. Lawrence North trying to take their first lead at the end of the quarter. Not the first lead of the game, but first lead ending a quarter. And Royals have 2.5 seconds to try to get a shot up as McCall does, and it is just
off
short.
the rim.
Not a bad attempt from John McCall, as the Royals had a tough third quarter, but still in this one, 39-38 in favor of the Lawrence North Wildcats on their senior night. And we will take a break. But first, we'd like to mention that Southeastern Sports Network is made possible by Sky Zone and Fishers this year. Come and fly with them this winter. Sky Zone and Fishers off 121st Street, reminding you to have fun and fly safe. A big shout out to Sky Zone, who's sponsoring every broadcast for all 3 sports seasons this year for SSN. And we'd also like to remind you that SSN's winter sports coverage is brought to you by Jimmy John's on Oleo Road. Jimmy John's provides freaky fast service in-store or delivery. Big thank you to Jimmy John's for the support of Southeastern Sports Network. Wildcats lead 39-38. We'll be back with you in a moment on SSN. Is an open three-pointer is off the mark. Majak with the rebound, and he gets fouled. Maybe before the travel that the crowd wants.
Yeah, almost everybody in this gym wanted to travel.
And McCauley will get called for his third foul. Another close game for the Royals. They've had some tough close ones recently as Robinson will shoot the three, no good. Rhodes able to get the rebound. And Busilla will spot up for three, and that time it's good. Huge three-pointer from Busilla, and it gives the Royals a 4-point lead.
Yeah, great shot by Vinny, maybe getting his offense going a little bit. And that'd be huge if he could catch fire coming down the stretch here in the fourth quarter.
Maybe that will quiet the air ball and the Vinny chants from the LN student section.
Yeah, Vinny could chant right back scoreboard, so.
For the time being, at least. As Perkins with it. As he will turn it over now. Rhodes with it. And we'll get it to Busilla. You can almost call the Royals the cardiac Royals as they have had our heart beating in recent weeks. As Robinson will try again for three, and this time it's true. Two huge back-to-back three-pointers for the Royals. And the Royals all of a sudden up 7, 46-39.
Great shot by Elliott. And LN has been a little slow getting to defenders.
As Mabor tried to take a charge, blocking foul. They give him the basket or call on the floor. As Mabor was not happy and just McCall quickly told him to not talk to the official. Kind of just shoved him down.
A little too strong there from John. Wasn't expecting that much force.
As Majak's going to have to check out as Retzner will come in for him. We saw this a couple weeks since Carmel. Mabor Majak getting in foul trouble, and he had to sit for several minutes during the Carmel game. Royals still able to win that game 62-61 by 1, and then last week, of course, the Royals won by 2 against Brownsburg. So lots of close games recently, as we've mentioned, and this one no different, as Perkins is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Now they're in the bonus, so it'll be a 1-and-1. As Omar Cooper checks in for the Wildcats, he has 4 fouls, so something to watch with him as Perkins' first free throw is good. What a win this would be for the Royals if they can find a way in this last 5:54 to get a win over the second-ranked team in the state and a team that only has 1 loss on the year and a team that's also undefeated at home. Yeah, and to do that on their senior night would just be unbelievable.
Well, what a way to end the season.
It's still a long way to go. Royals up 6, 5:45 left. Plenty of time. Royals got to continue to hit big shots like they have the last couple possessions. And a nice pass to Rhodes, who will shoot the mid-range jumper, and no good. Hughes with the rebound. And now a bad pass. Robinson with the steal. Good read. And Busilla will take it in. Robinson has another three-pointer. Off the mark. Rhodes with the rebound. And McCall now with the jumper is short and out of bounds. And if you're HSE, maybe you just pull that one back out, kill some more clock, and wait for a good shot. But John McCall was open, just missed the shot. And Helen Robinson had another great look. As now Lawrence North just rolling up the ball.
They're trying to save as many seconds as possible.
As Shamar Avance picks it up. And now Perkins. And now another three-pointer. This time it's good. Huge three-pointer from Dorian Hatton. He's had a few open ones, and he's been able to hit a couple.
Yeah, and that was the same spot he hit the and 1-3, the potential 4-point play from.
And a turnover for the Royals, and they're going to call a jump ball, and it will stay with the Royals. As Hornbuckle will check back in. And for Elliott Robinson, who gave some good minutes for the Royals, as well as Sam Jacobs, who checks in for John McCall.
Yeah, Elliott with that huge three to put the Royals at the time up 7 points. Now the lead only 3.
4:44 left to go. As Hornbuckle almost traveled with it, and Rhodes inside misses the layup. Not able to get the rebound and advance the other way for Wildcats. Or the Wildcats, I should say. 46-43 in favor of the Royals. 4:20 left to go. As Perkins inside block from Ressner, but able to get it back. And able to hit the layup and back to a 1-point game. Royals have got to find their offense.
Yeah, a couple of dry streaks ever since those 2 3-pointers. Haven't gotten really anything to go.
They've had some open looks, just not able to knock it down. Nice pass, but hard to handle. The Hornbuckle swatted away.
A great help by DJ Hughes.
And we're under 4 to play. Lawrence North now making their run. Royals holding on to that 1-point lead. Perkins with it going against Sam Jacobs. And he pulls it back out, trying to set up the Wildcat offense. And Lawrence North now taking their time, waiting for the right shot.
Yeah, you can't leave Dorian Hatton open.
And he's going to shoot the 3. Oh, in and out. And some more tough physical play down low. But Busile has it for the Royals. Royals could use a bucket here, get some momentum back on their side, and extend their lead.
Yeah, be able to breathe a little bit.
We're under 3 to go. As Rhodes probes.
Good job here by HSE,
Oh.
using a lot of time.
Then he about lost it, able to retain it. And now Royals getting a little bit sloppy with it.
Yeah, very physical play here. He's forcing maybe some errant passes, lucky to not have a turnover.
As Busilla now to Rhodes, tries to get it to Jacobs. We have a foul call. Lawrence North does not like
Not
it.
happy.
And it's on Omar Cooper, and he is fouled out.
And that's going to be it for him.
And before Majak getting ready to check in as well for the Royals, who has 4. And they'll take it, or the Royals will take it underneath the basket. Huge foul call as Royals were going to turn the ball over. Need to just calm down, be firm with the basketball, make good passes, and try to make some shots.
The ref telling Coach Kiefer to get back onto the sidelines.
Just a step in front of the line, and he's giving the official a look like, why are you telling me this?
I've been here for 43 years.
I know where my box is. Unbelievable career for Coach Kiefer. My parents graduated from Lawrence North, and he was there when they graduated. So that, well, no offense to my parents, but they are not young. So
They're at the game right now. I'm pretty sure they won't be too happy when they hear that one.
I won't tell them. But unbelievable career for Coach Kiefer. 4 state championships, 1 national championship. Has had great players come through here. Just an unbelievable program he has built. The only varsity head coach in Lawrence North history. Of course, Greg Odom came here. Mike Conley, just to name a couple. Two fantastic college basketball players. And Mike Conley, of course, great NBA player. And Greg Odom was the #1 pick in the draft. And
he was.
Those injuries
What
kind of shut down his career. But 2:20 to go for the Royals. Up 1. Trying to get a huge signature win and get 13 straight.
The Royals can't be
A
careless.
bad pass. DeAndre Rhodes couldn't catch it as Perkins slams it down, and the foul, and Majak just fouled out. Not sure why he did that. But wow, what a dunk. Put a body on Majak. And he's going to have to come out. That was not a smart play. Not a smart play for Majak. And DeAndre Rhodes just wasn't able to catch it. A little bit high, but Royals now going to have to show some heart to try to win this one. As Perkins will go to the line to make it a 2-point game in favor of the Wildcats. Be interesting to see if Coach Satterfield will take a timeout or if he'll let him play it out and try to see what kind of toughness his team has.
Yeah, this HSE team obviously battle-tested.
No matter what this game turns out to be, this game will serve them right heading into sectionals next week, as they have battled hard and still a long way to go. And a full timeout taken by Coach Kiefer and Lawrence North. And before we take the break with them, we want to remind you that Southeastern Sports Network is made possible by Sky Zone and Fishers this year. Come and fly with them this winter, Sky Zone and Fishers off 121st Street, reminding you to have fun and fly safe. A big shout out to Sky Zone, who's sponsoring every broadcast for all 3 sports seasons this year for SSN. And of course, SSN's winter sports coverage is brought to you by Jimmy John's on Oleo Road. Jimmy John's provides freaky fast service in-store or through delivery. A big thank you to Jimmy John's for the support of Southeastern Sports Network. Lawrence North with the momentum and the lead, 48-46, 2:09 left to go. And we'll just stay with you as the timeout's getting ready to end. Turner, what a game we've seen. We've seen HSE get up to as many as 11 and led at the half by 11. And we thought maybe midway through the fourth quarter off the Elliott Robinson 3, getting up 7, that might have propelled the Royals to a victory, but Lawrence North just kept coming back as you would expect on such a great team as they are, and on their senior night, undefeated at home, 22-1 on the year, second-ranked team in the state, and they're proving it right now. You see how much fight and effort and this ability to win will the Royals have in this final 2:09. But either way, it's been an unbelievable game.
And overall, an unbelievable season for the Royals. Obviously not done yet with sectional play, but for the regular season.
Royals trying to keep their winning streak alive, currently at 12, trying to get it to 13. As Busilla will shoot a three-pointer. Oh, and just missed it. That would have been huge. As Hughes gets the rebound, Royals got to get back on defense and expect Lawrence North now to kill some clock.
HSE needs to bring some pressure or else LN can stand there all day.
They bounce with it. Gets it into Perkins, and he'll miss the layup.
Miss the putback.
And they're going to call a foul. Looks like against a Hornbuckle. And that's his fourth. And who will go to the line? It will be DJ Hughes. And it will be 2, I believe. And able to knock it in, give the Wildcats a 3-point lead. Coach Satterfield still sitting on 2 timeouts. As Hughes' second free throw is short, keeps it a 1-possession game. Royals down 3, 90 seconds to play. Hornbuckle fumbled it for a moment, able to pick it up. And a timeout taken by Coach Satterfield. Good timeout taken by him. Royals down 3. We'll take a break with the team. Wildcats lead 49-46. Welcome back to Lawrence North. Lawrence North with a 3-point lead, 49-46, with 1:23 to go in this top 10 matchup.
As we get down to crunch time, a few score updates for my friend Tyler. Purdue is up 7 with 1:15 to go in the game.
Go Hoosiers. And it will stay with the Royals.
Nearly another turnover.
Tony Perkins not happy once again. He thought it went off of HSE. Turner, if you're HSE, do you go for the 3 now or a quick 2 and then maybe play the foul game and see what turnovers you can get?
Yeah, I'm saying taking the smartest shot, whether that's a 3 or a 2. I don't want to force any shots here. If you have an open 3, you got to shoot it.
As McCall just holding on to it.
They had Elliott in the post, but couldn't see him.
Usella drives in, gets it to Hornbuckle, and he'll take it up and then gets
and
fouled!
one!
And one! Huge play from Hornbuckle, and he'll have an opportunity to tie it up and forget the quick 2 or the 3, get the old conventional 3-point play.
Yeah, the old-fashioned way.
If Hornbuckle can shoot this one and make it, he will get, or tie the game up, I should say, at 49.
And we've seen HSE have their struggles from the charity stripe so far this game. HSE's biggest shot of the game coming up right here.
Hornbuckle has 12 points on the night, trying to make it 13. And he's able to knock it in. Huge shot from Hornbuckle. And with 1 minute left, we're tied at 49. HSE trying to extend their win streak to 13. Lawrence North trying to get it to 23-1. As Evans inside tries to slam it up. Doesn't get it. McCall fighting for it. Who does it go off of?
That's HSE ball!
HSE will get the possession. 43 seconds left. And Elliott Robinson getting ready to check in for the Royals.
And add a little bit more shooting here to the lineup for the last 43 seconds.
And we called them the Cardiac Royals earlier. They are not disappointing tonight. Tied at 49. Will the Royals hold for the last shot? Or will they go quicker? We'll see. But Lawrence North might not let them do it.
And the trend of nail biters continue.
30 seconds left. Coach Satterfield still with 1 timeout if he wants it. Usella looking to drive in, gets it to Robinson in the corner. 20 seconds now left. Tied at 49. A foul ball against Perkins.
And that's 1-1. The HSE will have 1-1.
And a huge free throw coming up for the senior Elliott Robinson.
Yeah, our senior Elliott trying to ruin LN senior night. 2 very big free throws.
Coach Kiefer also has a timeout. He has 2 timeouts left. Robinson maybe with the free throws of his career coming up right here.
Every shot HSE takes will be their biggest shot of the game.
Robinson's first free throw is in.
That is huge. Gives them the opportunity for another one. Can extend this lead to 2.
Another big free throw coming up for Elliott. And he's able to knock it in, and the Royals take a 2-point lead, 18 seconds and 2/10 left. Turner, if I'm the Royals, I will let them, no threes, don't want to lose on a heartbreaking buzzer-beating 3. We'll go play overtime. But
hands straight up, don't foul.
Iowa commit, Tony Perkins with it. Royals up 2, trying to knock off the number 2 teams in the state. 8 seconds left. Perkins with it, 6 seconds to go. Avance, now Perkins.
He's gonna have to shoot it, 3 seconds.
Hatton for the win! No good! The Royals win! They knock off the number 2 team in the state on senior night, and the Royals win 51-49.
Stuns the LN crowd.
And what a win for the Royals. They extend their win streak to 13. Huge shots down the stretch. Elliott Robinson with the 2 big free throws. Cole Hornbuckle with the huge and 1. And they shock the Lawrence North Wildcats and Coach Kiefer. What a win for Coach Satterfield and the Royals as they are going to celebrate big time in the locker room. Royals now will have to turn their focus to Carmel next week for the sectional, where they're 3-20 all time against Carmel in the postseason. But no doubt will this win fuel them heading into next week. And Lawrence North looks forward to Lawrence Central next week in their sectional matchup. What a game for the Royals. Came down to the wire once again. Royals have won 13 in a row. Unbelievable game. We'll see you next Tuesday night for the HSE versus Carmel sectional first round. Whew, Turner, have you caught your breath yet?
What a crazy ending to a game and to the season, for the regular season for the Royals. Caps off the season for 13-game win streak.
And
what a confidence booster is. Obviously the tough draw against Carmel, just beat them by 1. not only 2 weeks ago. Now another tough test. The postseason Carmel, obviously another story. It'll be a great game.
And of course, just an unbelievable win, but those games will be played next week at Noblesville. So come out and support your Royals as they have a chance to do something special, continue their win streak, and make a long run into this state tournament as they just, I think, shocked the state and made a statement to Sectional 8
yes.
that we're coming for that sectional championship. And we're coming. I mean, if they can beat Lawrence North, they can beat anyone. As the Royals win 51-49. And for the final time tonight, we want to remind you that Southeastern Sports Network is made possible by Sky Zone and Fishers this year. Come in and fly with them this winter. Sky Zone and Fishers off 121st Street, reminding you to have fun and fly safe. A big shout out to Sky Zone, who's sponsoring every broadcast for all 3 sports seasons this year for SSN. And SSN's winter sports coverage is brought to you by Jimmy John's on Ole Road. Jimmy John's provides freaky fast service in-store or through delivery. A big thank you to Jimmy John's for the support of Southeastern Sports Network. Before we go, we do want to let you know of tonight's crew. Myself, Tyler Groves on play-by-play. Turner Graves on color. Nathan Gergen running production. Lee Cook doing camera, as well as our great social media team, Evan Miller, Nate Kapek, and David Woods doing everything through social media. We will see you next Tuesday night for the HSE Carmel sectional matchup in the first round. Thank you for watching. What a win for the Royals, 51-49, beating Lawrence North. Unbelievable win for the Royals. We'll see you next Tuesday. Signing off for SSN, Tyler Groves. Have a great evening.